In Charles Mabaso. Mr. Mabaso, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Very good afternoon to you.
Are there any areas in Tshwane that have been affected by floods that we should look out for?
Yes, definitely. By 5:30 this morning, we had already received about 15 calls of houses that experienced flooding from around 4 o'clock in the morning. That is in the Pretoria West, as well as Atteridgeville area, the Lotus Garden area in Pretoria West. And later, again in the morning, we received calls of flooding at Itirelen informal settlement, where an unconfirmed number of shacks were reported to be flooding. Emergency services, as well as the local councillor and the utility service, are working around at the informal settlement, assessing the damages and assisting those in distress. But in the Pretoria West area, most of the houses, it was only water that had gone inside the houses, but there were no lives in danger. And some motorists from about 12 vehicles in a bridge in WF Nkomo and Citron Street in Pretoria were assisted to safety by emergency services as well as firefighters. And a number of low-lying water bridges in the Tshwane area, particularly in the Centurion area, Pretoria Central and Pretoria West, also experienced flooding, but are under constant monitoring by emergency services at Metropolis.
You mentioned that some of the shacks have been flooded, but we've been receiving reports that in other provinces, shacks were actually washed away. Any reports to that effect in Tshwane?
No, so far in Tshwane, there has not been incident of shacks that have been washed away. Only water that has gone into the reported shacks.
So what should motorists then look out for or avoid in Tshwane?
Okay, at the moment, the more danger is areas that are in low-lying areas. Now, particularly around the Henops River, the Tshwane River, and other streams that are passing through the Tshwane areas. Residents that have built in areas like that should watch when the water begins to swell. It is advisable for them to evacuate before they are in serious danger. They can contact emergency services on 107 if there is a need for alternative accommodation.
All right, Mr. Charles Mabaso, thank you so much for your update. Much appreciated. That was Gauteng Emergency Services spokesperson Charles Mabaso.